Row, row, row your boats gently down the stream. If you see a battleship, don't forget to scream. Oh! Or we could say, row, what is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Him again. Hi, this is Lord Farquhar, and welcome to another episode of What the Farq with me. It's great to have you back as always. Row, row, row. Mining packs, whatever you want to call them, they are the bane of most people's lives. Their frustrations, their irritations, they're an ever-changing cycle of arguments and war. And it wasn't what Scopely wanted. Scopely expected us to be killing each other all the time. Mining is dangerous. But as the game evolved in the early days, we had Roe, our mining pack, and as new servers came on, the rows got more complicated, and yeah, we'll leave it at that. So I wanted to bring a couple of interesting rows across some of the servers to show you kind of some of the different ways that people are set up. What my recommendation is, make some comments in the section below if there's something really diverse, a bit weird in your current row. Maybe send it over to me. You can get in touch via my email or Twitter or Facebook or Discord. Plenty of ways. So I want to jump in and I'm going to show some. So on 146, which is the server that I'm on, we merged 147, 146 merged, and we had two different rows, but we ended up with a very simple row. The alliance I'm in doesn't follow that, but there's not exactly much to follow. Hopefully it'll load now. There we go. So let's bring this in. Here we go. Two conditions. Miners can be shot under two conditions. They are overprotected cargo, and they are a 0-no with a 3-minute warning. That is it. That is all. Everything else is fair game. Every system's a PvP system. Anything goes. There's no rules, there's no specifications. Just, if you want to shoot someone, shoot them. They may shoot you back. Deal with the consequences of what you do. And that is it. Is there any outcome if you break these? Not really. A little bit of crying. Oh, I'm crying, my miner got shot. But other than that, that is all. So I want to show you some. We're going to go and work through some of these. And some of these are one-parters, two-parters. There's some extraordinary, interesting ones. Yeah, let's jump in. So okay, so what we'll do is we'll first start off. Hopefully you guys can see this. I will zoom in slightly and then we can definitely see it. This is from server 11. So very the same as majority. You'll see the majority of them are, if you are OPC, you're free to be shot. If you are on a 0 node, you can be cleared. Some of them have different specifications. So, dead node. Dead node may be cleared at any time. Exceptions do not hit. Bulk open mining space. Or G3 lucrative systems. And territory space, unless OP. Okay, fair enough. Overprotected cargo. You cannot hit in Borg space. Lucrative systems or protection does not apply during eligible Scopely events. So this one's an ever-changing one. Because if it's going to this event on, you're not covered, which is good. Ship usage. So Botany Bay, only to be used on data. Devore, only to be used on LAT. And Discovery to only be used on Mycelium. So the question is with this one, if you're new to data mining, especially on the newer servers, how are you going to get a BB? Well, you need to go and mine some stuff. What are you going to use? Use your envoy. Okay. So you're not allowed to do that. How are you going to progress? Devore. Don't get Devore straight off the bat. You have to do with an envoy or horizon. How are you going to mine that? How are you going to get your Devore parts? Anything to think about that. So, and then we'll go to number 2 on the list, wherever it is. Oh, there we go. Yeah, any warship on a thing is always a no anyway. So let's go to the other part. So with server 11, they've also got a deep space agreement in place. OPC can be cleared at 300,000. So you've got to be 300,000 over. No? OPC, OC can be cleared at 300,000. Don't know. I'm guessing that interprets you've got to be 300,000 over. I don't know. You can use multiple mining ships in a single system if nodes are available. However, if the nodes are fill up, only one can do. The other ships have to be cleared within 5 minutes warning, with intent to only one, whatever. Mining ships can be cleared if a dead node, and you must mine the node after clearing and a 5 minute thing. OPC in the system cannot be claimed. OPC OC in this system cannot be claimed as the 105 system required G4 miners or players to disco in, and the hub systems do not exist there. Right, okay. So they've got right, okay, you've got to be 300,000 over to be cleared. 105, 103, you can't do a 2. 150 plus no touchy. That's just nuts. Do you know what? Because what you're doing, yes, you're just letting the big guys get bigger and bigger. And the smaller guys who could potentially get that G4, you're not getting them a chance to. They could go up there and go and steal it to help them grow. Why have the wallet warriors getting all the good stuff, growing bigger, and then come down to normal space and go and kill everyone? That makes sense. Armadas. An armada hits on any ship with an active circle, regardless if the ship is part of an armada or not. Yeah, whatever. Token space. No hits in token space. No hitting base raiding. No base raid. No base raid stealing. However, you may defend your alliance bases and allies bases via defense of boot and loot protocols. You may also, beforehand, to join a raid already. You may also ask before. Excuse me, can I have access to this battle, please? Thank you. Events. No hits and eligible participation events. Event space system during active events is included. Blah 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 blah. So you got someone doing faction hunts or destroying any hostiles. You're not allowed to touch them. Yay. No rule may prevent a player from participating in a scopely event per the event guidelines. Boring. Well, there's a lot going on there. The big get bigger. The small can't do anything because they're not going to be able to get ships to potentially mine on some of those nodes, but that's fine. Doesn't say anything about rule breakers. That's very, very interesting. Okay, let's move to server 45. I like this one. Server 45, so they've kind of got a minimum, very much like server 146. But it's the alliance who decide what type of row they will go by. Are they going to be massive aubergines and do what they want? Are they going to be crybabies about everything? Are they going to be somewhere in the middle? Are they going to be aggressive? Are they not? I like this. And it's very interesting, and I'd like to know more about the individual ones from this. So hopefully someone from 45 can reach out to me and look at this one. So we are now, let's have a look at 54. So 54. No underprotected, that's fine. You must give prior warning on 0 nodes. Survey ships acting as a warship. A player's survey ship that is involved in a base raid, base defense, or otherwise engaged in PvP combat other than an attacking with row that clears a mining node or otherwise is not protected by row. Okay, that's fine. base raiding, kill everyone. Warships, you may attack any warship except where prohibited by another Roe provision. You may attack a sea station unless it is located in occupied territory. Okay, so 54 have gone down the route of you can't do distance raiding in territory. Not good. They're fun raids. Token space. You may not attack. You may not attack any player ship in token space. So we're talking Borg. We're talking lucrative mining. We're talking worms, etc. Not good. Armadas. You may not attack a ship with an armada in an armada circle. You may attack a warship once the armada is complete. You may not attack a survey ship after an armada unless it is OPC. That doesn't make any sense. Why would you have a survey ship in an armada? But again, not good. What happens if you want that? What happens if someone's a bit of a griefer? Okay. Armada poaching. You must wait 5 minutes from the point of your discovery. Okay. So on 147, we used to have this, and we used to go out to Galaxy Chat and go, "Is this anyone's armada?" And then someone go, "Yeah, that was mine. I did it like 4 hours ago. It's still mine." No, mate. If you fail, it's free game. Simple as that. If you're not ready, you're not prepared to restart it instantly, expect someone else to steal it. Occupied territories. You may not send your ship into an occupied territory unless that territory is occupied by your alliance. You have been given explicit permission from the current occupying alliance to enter, or there is a current territory capture period for that territory, and your alliance and your allies are competing for the zone. So this is saying you can't go and hunt for OPC ISO. You can't go anywhere near anyone's territory. So you can literally just mine ISO, millions and millions, and nobody can touch you. Where's the fun in that? You may, as a diplomacy status on kill on site, you may attack a player's ship that has been marked in killer site. The provision overrides all other things. That's fine. If you're on kill on site, go for it. Let's have a look at 181. So this is 181's. Let's have a look. There we go. So 181 is forbidden to attack with the exception of Botany Bay, night destruction mode. With the exception of Botany Bay, discovering the mycelium is a survey ship class ship. It can be attacked at any time without warning. A survey ship class is no longer extracting resource. You must give him a 2-minute warning. The North Star is only considered a survey class ship when extracting resources from a node. Ninja mining is forbidden at all time. What is ninja mining? I've never heard of that. What is ninja mining? Can someone from 181 please get in touch and tell me what is ninja mining? Okay, so Botany Bay is protected when mining data. Devore, Lat, Meridian, ISO. You can attack all ships other than those listed above on each particular resource and take its place without any warning. If a specific mining is on a G3 extracting resource, you can attack ship. Okay, so that's the one where you can't stick a Botany Bay or a Devore on a G3, G4 and slowing people's progress. I like that. That's good. But it says only the. So we're talking about. So for me, clarification on that, I would look at say it's protected. Does that mean it can go OPC or not? Let me know. Swarm space. It's forbidden at all times to attack any ship in swarm space. Boo! Yes, it's not nice, but when you need to get millions and millions and millions of res to, especially in your early 30s, to upgrade and level up your original Franklin, the quickest way is to steal other people's. If they're sat there idle and they're AFK and they've been sat there for ages, they deserve to be hit. territory. Only alliances who are actively trying to capture a territory for themselves can attack the ships in territory takeover. So it's 1-on-1 or 1-on-1-on-1. Boring. Attacks are only permitted in the 30 minutes leading up to the territory takeover until the end of the takeover window. What? Sorry, but if you are, so you can literally go, right, okay, I'm not going to get attacked till half an hour beforehand. Right, I can just make sure that my defense is massive an hour beforehand. I've got everything I can do. No, mate, no. And then say outside of, so only players who have been in an alliance for 7 days or more, with the exception of new members joining on a permanent basis and players returning to their home alliance, are permitted to take in a territory takeover or defense. So how are you going to work out who's been in that thing? People swap around. You move your big ships around. Especially if you're in a TC coalition or stable, then you move your players around accordingly, either for a defense or an attack. It's just basics. Outside of territory takeover or defense, you can attack any without any warning. Easy. Transport cells are put into at all times to attack any ship in a system. That requires a token, blah, blah, blah. The only time attacks are permitted in a token system is in rogue space, when a ship is no longer extracting resources from a node. You must send a 15-minute warning. Wow. Armadas, it's forbidden to at all times to attack any ship heading to an armada or participating in an armada. How do you know if a ship is going to an armada? How do you know? No. War is declared by sending an official 6-hour notice. Hostilities may only begin after 6 hours of notice has passed. But then you've still got the protected space. Armada's transport spaces are still protected. That's not war. That's just hitting miners. That's not war. Okay. Right. You can tell that's riled me up a bit. Let's have a look at 187. A little bit more easy on this one. So what we got? No loot, no shoot. Good. Warships, fair game. Good. 0 nodes should not be hit, but can be in one of the following conditions. The ship is OPC. Where there are no other available nodes, and you must give a 3-minute warning. No PvP in any system that requires a token. Boo. No PvP in Storm space or Org space. Boo. No PvP for any ships in an armada. Boo. No PvP in territory space, including OPC. No PvP in territory space, including OPC, except during an active takeover when Roe does not apply. Ooh. So territory space, safe again. Just do as you wish. That's awful. In setting another alliance hostile, you must be informed. They must be informed in war declarations. Oh my god. So they have a thing that says if you turn someone red, you have to tell them that they are. No. If caught violating the row with a cloaked ship, the violator will be blacklisted if the action was conducted with forethought. Evidence must be provided to prove it is done. Oh my. Oh, frustrating. So that's 187. Let's have a look at 188. Let's have a look. So this one's a nice, pretty simple-ish one as well. Not too bad. No loot, no shoot. Simple. We're always starting with that. In a full system, any ship on a 0 node can be attacked and take a mine. So that's interesting. 0 node attacks are required. 3-minute message. Botany Bay's Devors are treated as 0 node ships on G3 and G4 nodes outside territory space. Okay. Ships in Borg token space are spent taking there. Do not attack them. Boo. Borg nanoprobe systems for harvesting nanoprobes for hostiles. No. If it takes directives, leave them alone. Do not. Okay. Ships and armadas have spent directives to be there. Do not attack them. For rare and epic armadas in particular, people have often spent real money. Okay. I understand that, but it's a different thing. Roe does not apply to the system when an active territory taker. Good. Right. Then dark space row, so warp 56 plus. and available to players Ops38. Survey ships are protected from all PvP, including OPC and zero nodes, while mining G4 materials, with the exception that slow mining ships on G4 nodes are not afforded protection. This includes, but no, it's not limited to, Envoys, Botany Bays, and Devors. Horizons, Meridians, and all faction mining ships are protected. So you can go and mine 24/7 G4 to your heart's content, and nobody can touch you. No player is to occupy more than 2 mining nodes in any system. Well, you're going to be there all the time anyway, so whatever. A player occupying 3 or more nodes is only afforded the above survey ship protection, point A, for 2 ships. The additional ships can be cleared from a node for the purpose of mining that node. Right, okay. So there again, you're giving the Ops38 guys free reign. Just mine. Get bigger. Then go down to space and go nickel the G3 from the guys who've been mining there, who've been struggling to get all that G3 stuff, and you just fine up there. No, don't think that's right at all. But this is their service, and my opinion is my opinion. The last one that I've got here, which is the bottom end of a larger, extensive row, is, let's see if I can bring it up. Where is it? That one. Okay, so this, to me, is extortion. If a player is hit in token space and loses material, the offending player must pay back the cargo capacity, but up to 1 million in material, even if the material lost is less than the cargo capacity. Example, if a player A with a max capacity survey of 1.5 million is hit by player B while mining in token space, but only lost 100,000 in gas. The intention of player A was to mine 1.5 million in gas and not 100k in gas. If this proposal passes, player B must pay back 1 million in gas. If the offending player refuses to pay or does not pay in a timely manner, and the alliance the player is in cannot provide the payment, the player must be kicked, and then the player is considered a rogue player and must go through the reformation process of rogue players before the player can rejoin the same alliance they are in. The 1 million max proposed to stay consistent with amendment that requires a rogue player to pay 1 million maximum. I'm sorry, guys. Server 40, this is extortion. You could not play unless you give us 1 million in resources. 1 million. Are you kidding me? That is probably the most dramatic bit of row that I have seen across all the servers, and actually it upsets me a bit, and I think Scopely should look at something like that, because that is, you get arrested for that in real life. But that's me. There you go. Thank God I'm not on server 40. So thanks very much, guys. Hopefully it's given you an insight into some of the other types of rows across our large number of servers. If you've got any weird and wonderful terms in your row, stick them down in the section below. And as always, stay safe, stay well, and I will see you again on another What the Farq.